southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
And good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Welcome to the January 18th, 2021 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore with me, your host, Brian K. Morris. Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here, whether you're watching us on the reruns or you're interacting with us live. We love you just the same, and in probably the same way that make you quite uncomfortable. But anyway, thank you for being here. If you enjoy any part of this video, whether you're watching on YouTube, on the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications channel, or on Geek Insider, or on Facebook on the Rising Tide Publications page, please give this video a like. We would love that, or a love would even be better. Or please, but in any case, no matter what, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube that you're watching this on, and also give the page you're watching this on Facebook a like too. All right, especially if you're watching on any of the shared pages that people that share this program, which we appreciate greatly, and we love every one of you. And thank you. The first like of the day is Glenn B. Fleming. Glenn, glad to see you, sir. We are going to have Glenn B. Fleming on Clever Title Pending real darn soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also, don't forget that this show is brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you, it should, because it does matter to your readers. So check out what Plasma Fire Graphics does for at a very affordable price, I would say. Also, please, you have already checked it out, because if you saw the two trailers that started out the show, that's what they can do for your product too. So anyway, that's plasmafiregraphics.com on Facebook and plasmafiregraphics.com on the interwebs. Also, this show is powered by Geek Insider. Please check out Geek Insider. Hold on. Coffee. Oh, I can do it now. Anyway, check out Geek Insider's great array of fantastic geek programming, 7 days a week, 28 hours a day. And also check them out on Facebook. And please just watch their other shows. They have some great ones. Also, Wild One Forever. Meredith Loughran's wonderful weekday start to your day. You will love that show. Also, let's check the list. What else? Oh, yes. Also, we want to thank our Patreon subscribers. Thank you very much to each and every one of you who support this show with your monthly financial contributions. And if you would like to become one of them and check out our works in progress, get mentioned in all the stuff we do, like right now, and other delights such as looks into my twisted psyche on a blog that I do occasionally when I'm not too busy. And I need to get back to that, and I will this week. But anyway, www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Please check it out, and we hope you will become a subscriber. And now, speaking of people that I don't know what's wrong with them, but they're here, and they are going to be interacting with us, which I'm quite delighted with. And I delight in them all, including especially Carleen. Mwah, good to see you this morning. And good morning, Brian and Nevermorians. Mwah, Teresa Dunn. Good to see you, everyone's. And where are the boys? And she's no boy. Willow Skyler. Mwah, good morning to you. Check out Willow's Pillow Talk on her channel. And also on the Hanging with Web Show Network, and we want to thank Willow for her constant support of this show. She is amazing. And Ixng Studios Inc. is here. I won't blow you a kiss, Joe. I don't want to weird out your morning. Anyway, good to see you, Jody McPhee. Hope you're having a great morning. And morning, Brian. All balls well. Stuck working OT today. Oh, dude. Well, it's got to end eventually, and we hope you'll get back to doing that amazing art you do so well, sir. It's good to see you here, and good morning to you. And the ladies are taking over. Did the gents fall back asleep? What am I supposed to be, Will? Well, then again, I'm not exactly in charge of the show most days. And if they ever woke up, Willow, and we should be in charge. Yes, ladies in charge. I could go for that on some days. I bet you could. Get the clamps and the whips ready. But anyway, Carl Witzman, good to see you, sir, on YouTube. Everybody's been talking on YouTube this morning so far. And Alex Beatty, Robert reporting in from Zuckerberg's prison. Yeah, Mr. Beatty mouthed off again. Yes, every day Robert Beatty checks into his computer, and the first instead of hearing "you've got mail," he's greeted with "your cell is waiting for you, Mr. Beatty." Anyway, yeah, again, Robert. And Ted Davies Artistry. Ted, good to see you, sir. Ted Davies is part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, which I've got to incorporate in my spiel. Oh my God, I suck as a broadcaster. But anyway, please check out Ted's Talk tomorrow at 10 a.m., part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, along with wonderful shows such as Stupid O'Clock, Lunchtime at the Doghouse, Armchair Rocket Science, and Clever Title Pending. But Ted Talks is a big, big part of that, and he will have another wonderful show tomorrow with special guest Chuck Pinot. Make 2021 your bitch. See you there. Excuse me. Oh, I guess after talking about Karen Nicole's fire bitch for a week and a half, I think I can take the word bitch off the endangered list for a while. But no, I'm thinking this is the year a lot of us we turn around, and we turn this year around from last year. And if you want to see how to do it, then please check out Ted's show. You will never get so much great information delivered so wonderfully. And everyone's saying hello. And Alex Bay says, what can I say? The Zuck loves him. Yes, every time he's in the showers, he shows it. And Will Schuyler says, I thought we were already in charge. I thought we just give the guys the belief of being leader of the household to make them feel special. Willow Schuyler, what I have said for years, I got this off of the guy I actually worked for at the cemetery I used to be with, that any man who says he's the head of his household will lie about anything. And I recognize I've got no authority in this house. I am less than powerless. I exude power because I'm giving it to someone else. Anyway, we're glad you're here, Willow. And good morning, Trevor Hawkins. Good morning to you, brother. Hope you're having a great weekend, sir. And yeah, well, Willow, says Carleen, but once in a while they need to know who's really boss. That's when the whips come out and the stuff that I'd like you to video and send back to me. And speaking of Stupid O'Clock and the Armchair Science and Armchair Rocket Science. This is not my morning. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel is in the house. Well, good to see you, Joe Dog. And looking forward to tomorrow at 12:05 and also on Thursday, Lunchtime at the Doghouse. Check it out. It's a great, great show. Lots of great conversation. If you enjoy this show, you will love Joe Dog's noon show. And big talk coming from all the way on the other side of the house. Yeah. don't be poking the tiger, Carl. We love you, and we want to keep you alive for a while. And Grant Lankard, good morning to you. Grant, good to see you, sir. Hope your morning's going well. And Skunk Rocker, checking in on the road this morning. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Nevermorians. It's already been a morning. To quote Roger Allen Wade, sometimes I don't know if I'll make it. Skunk, we're going to help you make it this morning, man. You got the support of all of us. And whatever it is, man, if you could get through last week, dude, if you can get through that one day last week, you have got this week licked. You know what I'm saying? Like a postage stamp. Although that reminded me when when I used to work for Office Depot, I was a manager of the print section, and we used to make stickers, of course, and of course address stickers. And one person ordered like a 500 address stickers, happy as hell, went home and came back, and they were self-adhesive. They were self-adhesive. There was some of the first self-adhesive on the market. Worked wonderfully. But anyway, he came back a couple days later and said, Brian, I got to turn these back in. And I said, why? He goes, they don't stick. I said, what do you mean they don't stick? He goes, I lick them and I put them on and they fall right off. I'm like, you bought self-adhesive. And he's just like, looked at me and goes, okay, I guess I got 400 more to get rid of then. So yeah, go away. Anyway, Carl Westman, someday you'll look back and think, why did I let that get to me? That's not even important. Either that or I could have hidden the bodies. It would have been so easy. But anyway, speaking of somebody who doesn't need to hide the bodies because everybody loves him, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., TyroneTonyReedJr.com. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday and happy Martin Luther King Day. Thank you for reminding us. It's a very special day. Thank you, Tyrone. TonyReedJr.com. Knows how he slid that in there. Have a great, prosperous, productive, and safe week. You do the same, Tony, and it is good to see you. And Tyrone, I keep calling you Tyrone. You're Tony. Tony, I got to get you back on Clever Title Pending on one of these nights. Let's talk about that, okay? Got some openings coming up. Anyway, Skunk, you know, Raj has another saying, like frying bacon naked. That's true. Oh, and one more thing, TyroneTonyReedJr.com. Please check him out also on Amazon. He has got a great pair of books, the Solad series, Soldiers of Light Against Darkness. They are awesome books, and you will need to read them because they will be required reading in schools one day. Anyway, Kyle Guthrie says, join Glowcat and Skunk Rocker every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central for a Scrub House Video Live, a discussion of schlocky cinema from cheesy horror to brainless action flicks, dumb kids movies to insane martial arts pictures. SVC loves it all. So easy to watch with 3 different platforms on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitch TV. Scrub House Video Club Live is rated WebMA for language and is considered not safe to work. For work. So that means that when you go in on Monday morning after enjoying the episode and you want to share it with your friends at work, make sure your speakers are up loud so everyone can hear it down the hall too, especially the boss. He could probably, or she could probably use a laugh. Anyway, no, check out Scrub House Video Club. Good stuff on there. Love the discussion on there. And morning to Glenn B. Fleming, who has graciously consented to be on Clever Tile Bending. Let's see, next month we've got some good stuff coming up next month. And I want to say again, tomorrow night we're going to have Christian Basil of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on the show. And just in case you have forgotten this young man, which I doubt you have, but it could happen. Anyway, let me take down Glenn. I'm looking forward to seeing you, sir, on the 9th of February. That's going to be a fun show because you're a fun person. Anyway, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a discussion show on all things Doctor Who. It happens every 6 p.m. every Tuesday evening. That's Eastern time. And wonderful conversation, great interviews, and check this out.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Excuse me, I have a drink of coffee there. Anyway, please check out the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. He's got over 50,000 subscribers to that page on Facebook. Please consider being one of them. We want to get him up to where he needs to be in terms of internet dominance. Anyway, Glenn B. Fleming, a pleasure to have you here, sir. And Exig Studios Inc. says, just a reminder, our gracious host, Brian K. Morris, will be on his show, Joe DVP Show, from the desk of a small press publisher on January 30th at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm looking forward to that. That is going to be so much fun. And I've got an aggressive appearance schedule this month on other shows, I'm glad to say. And I'm kind of limiting my exposure, so to speak. I listened to the judge for once. But no, I'm, I've got a lot of things on my plate right now, and I need to get them done with all due haste. And so I'm hopefully finishing a short story this week for Pulp Reality #2 that's coming together. Also, I want to do some things for other publishers right now, as well as get Aquatic finally out the door. And I'm going to be editing my audiobook today. That's right. I'm going to be working on a short audiobook. And we're going to get that out, but we're going to probably let the subscribers to my Patreon page get a taste of it first. And you can join my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris, where even $1 will get you a mention on this show, such as this. Look at these happy people. They go through their day a happier person because they are supporting they're supporting the Rising Tide cause, and I appreciate that greatly. And the money from that is going to go towards like we've had some computer problems that's helped fix it, along with donations from our PayPal.me /Rising Tide capital B capital K capital M accounts. Thank you very much. It's been very, very appreciated, and we hope that we can continue bringing you the kind of broadcasting you have come to crave. All right. And anyway, I'm looking forward to being on Exig Studios YouTube show on the 30th. That is going to be so much dang fun. I'm looking forward to it. And also, just a couple of notes. Thank you for mentioning that. Want to thank Randy Zimmerman and Daphne Leish for having me on Sunday Fundies yesterday morning. I had a fantastic time as we beat up one of the people making a comment. Please go back and watch that show. We go after him. Well, he said something really egotistical and stupid, and we weren't about to let that stand. But anyway, there are some good lessons. We didn't really beat him up. There were some good lessons to be had, I think. But also, I will also be tomorrow night on Blog Talk Radio. I will be on the Star Chamber alongside Bobby Nash, and that is going to be a glorious time. We are going to have some fun on that show, and looking forward to it. Really, I always have a great time on the Star Chamber. You will too. So let's see, what else have we got going here? All right, let's see. But anyway, thank you very much, Exig Studio, for inviting me onto your amazing program. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a week from this coming Saturday. It's going to be a good time. And Willow Schuyler says, good morning to all those showing up late. Yes, good morning. Even though you show up late, we love you just the same. You don't have to show up before the show to get a place at the table. Grant Lankard says, I always try to get as much work done before the show starts because I get way too distracted by Nevermind the Furthermore. Then we have done our job. I do too. I don't get a damn thing done while this show is on. And wow, when Willow gets here early, she starts calling everyone else late. Yeah, Carl. The gauntlet has been hurled, my man. My gauntlet has been hurled. Anyway, I said, yeah, I can understand that. Alex Beatty says, I thought today's show was being brought to us by the letter B, K, and M, like Sesame Street. Well, that's true. It could be, but don't forget, this show, here we go, just like PBS. This show has been brought to you by Nevermorians, just like you. There we go. See, you can tell I worked for PBS too long. So hey, back to your comments. John B. Pica back in the cereal box. Good to see you. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, friends and foes. Happy MLK Day. Yes, this is a day to remember. When we lost one of the architects of this nation's conscience. And, it's good to look back and realize how far we have come, but also to think about how far we still have yet to go. And every day we work to make it better, right? And I've had extra coffee this morning, so I might be feisty. Well, Grant, you bring it on. And crap, censored. What? Who censored your crap? Carl Westman flees in terror at the thought of a feisty Grant. Hey, guys, says Grant Lankard. I have a big announcement coming up this evening, and you have to be subscribed to his newsletter to get it. So you can sign up at monarchpublishing.net and check it out. You'll also get a free comic book when you go there and sign up for that amazing newsletter of his. And Nick Tucker says, good morning, Nevermorians. Last night we lost a dear friend, and one of our own, Benjamin Shadalik Starkey. Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't been searching Facebook. Oh no. Ben was like a brother to me and helped me get into the world of conventions, as well as being one of the best souls I've ever known. It is also brief, folks. Please create fearlessly today. We don't know how long we have. Oh my God. Yeah, I met Benjamin through Nick. We've never met in person. I was looking forward to ArcticCon so that I could meet him. He seemed like such a wonderful guy, and that's a gut punch, Nick. My condolences to the friends and family of Benjamin Shadalik Starkey and to his widow, and to anyone who knew him. May all the memories be golden. All right. And there she is, Rebecca Ann Chapman. Howdy, Brian K. Morris. Becky Chapman, how are you this morning? Please put in a link to your work, would you please, Becky? Good to see you here. And Grant Lankard, oh my God, I just checked my subscriber list. I'm 3 away from 200. Who wants to be number 200 at monarchpublishing.net? Very good. And that's how it should be, says Rebecca Chapman. We try. That's exactly right. XNG Studios, we might reveal the official hashtag catfisting graphic. I think we should. That was a thing of beauty, Joe. That really was. Oh, excuse me. But no, that was funny. Maybe one of these times you need to get into the green room and show off the catfisting graphic that you showed me. Or I could, if I knew more about how to do the green room, I would probably do it. Joe Dog McKeel says, I have complete say about what happens around my house. Inside, she has full control. Oh, Joe Dog, that's like me. I used to tell people I wear the pants in this family because Cookie said I could. And oh boy, from Teresa, she's liking this. This is good. And Willow Schuyler, thank you, Teresa. Willow Schuyler says, hey, I am notorious for being fashionably late. Today just so happens that I have to get ready for work during the show. Does this mean you're showering or perhaps in some state of undress? Don't say no. You have a legion of admirers here whose imaginations got kicked into hyperdrive here. Carl Westman, if you want to be notified of future videos, caress that bell like it was Willow Schuyler. That's right. Or Carl, shouldn't that be more like, caress that bell like you were a raspberry cream pump, and Willow Schuyler had her hand on the top. Anyway, Teresa Dunn has a link to her second book, Poetry Expressions 2, because the first one was awesome. She needed awesomer because she's building a legend here. Anyway, please check it out. It's great poetry, looking into the heart and mind of Teresa Dunn. You will enjoy it. And oh yeah, jingle that bell. Yeah, go to YouTube, please. We have 420 subscribers as of yesterday. I haven't checked out today. And if you are not one of them, we'd love it if you were. And also, please ring the bell there so that you can be notified of future videos. And also, there is a feature here on Facebook where you can also be notified of future videos. That when it's more like when we go live, it will show up in your news feed and it'll be easier to get to. But anyway, come to TAF in Lafayette for art show this month at tippecanoe.org. That's right. Oh, the Tippecanoe Art Fair. They're having that. Very cool. I hope it's prosperous for you. And God morning, everyone, from Amy Hale. Amy, mwah, glad to see you. We could all use a little bit more of that this morning. And Becky Chapman's website is BeckyChapmanDesign.com. She's a very talented fine artist, watercolor painter, and designer. Please check out her work. I've seen it. It is amazing and good. But I guess God morning works too. Amy Hale, it so works. And don't forget, February 4th, I don't know that I've formally announced it, but Amy Hale is now part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And Amy Hale will be reviving the new season of her for a great show, creative as Hale, and I have been invited to be the first guest. I'm really looking forward. I always look forward to talking to Amy because she is a blast. I love her, and she is very talented. So you need to buy her books on Amazon because she's amazing. Glenn B. Fleming, I'll be there, Brian. Probably half asleep, but I'll be there. Thanks for having me on the show. Well, thank you for allowing yourself to be had, Glenn. I figure if you could stay up for Pops, you could stay up for me. Dang it! But anyway, yeah, because see, Glenn B. Fleming lives in Great Britain. So if I'm on at 8, that means Glenn is up at an hour that decent people have already been long asleep. But then it may explain why Glenn's up. But anyway, no, that's not for me to make conjecture about. But no, Glenn Fleming is a wonderful guy, fantastic creator. And please check out his work on Amazon. And I'm looking forward to the conversation. It's going to be fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, there's Gospel Illusionist Jake. Glad to see you. I am well. I hope you are the same. And Carl Westman says, I need to cut back on my drinking and get some writing done. I probably won't, but I need to. Your liver will think it's being ignored. Willow Schuyler, I suppose asking you to appear on Pillow Talk again is out of the question then. Are you asking me? Willow, there are people that I would drop everything I'm doing for. You are high on that list, darling. Darling, if you want me back on Pillow Talk, you just shoot me a message and I will put it on my schedule. All right. How's that for my promise to you? Yeah, like I said, there are some people I would, Joe D. McPhee, I'd do it for him. I'd do it for you, darling. Do it for you. There's most people here I would do that for. I've actually started turning down some invitations because I've seen the shows. So it's like, how badly do I want to be on that? But no, I was on Randy Zimmerman's show yesterday on Indie Volt Network, and thank you to Randy and to Varian Grant for and to Daphne Fage and all their wonderful guests for hosting my presence yesterday. And it was a really good show. It really was. We got a lot of good discussion done about comics history and about the state of comics now, and why we stand on the shoulders of titans when we create new material. In fact, let me call this up here, and this will give you a taste of what we do.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there, on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Indie Volt owns the nines, especially in the morning on Sundays with Randy Zimmerman on Sunday Funnies, and on Thursdays they have a great coffee talk show that you will enjoy too. So please check them out. All right. And Amy Hale had to move to YouTube. Facebook was acting weird. They turned you into a Max Headroom reboot. Oh, I hate when they do that. I don't need their damn help to be Max Headroom. Do I still have that up here? God, I got so many videos up here. I think I got rid of it finally. My palette here of potential videos to use to prevent it from becoming this. I had to get rid of a few, and I guess the Brian Headroom was one to go. Okay, glad you approve, sir. And what? Oh, thank God. Oh man, that was close. Some people, just like, what's this? We've got approval. We got approval. It's all I live for is approval. And from a doctor. No, make that 2 doctors. And 3. Wow. We're really going places. And they all, well, maybe not all of them think much of this show. But anyway, yes. Anyway, glad you're here, Amy, and glad you're enjoying the better audio and video of YouTube. And Will Schuyler again, I would love to be on the pillow with Willow. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, anywhere, darling. And Ted Davies Artistry, thank you for all you do, everyone. Oh, thank you, Ted. You're the same way, man. You are so rising tide. And Brian, you are a man among men. Thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. You rock and you roll simultaneously. Got to run, got a new puppy, Calypso. She's running all over, driving my old dog Murphy crazy. Is this one of those little things where, like the tiny dog is bullying the big dog? But anyway, no, Ted just got a rescue Chihuahua, I believe it is, named Calypso. And I love Chihuahuas. They are beautiful animals. And they're the new fur baby in the Davies household, and I'm looking forward to a progress report on that tomorrow. Also, don't forget tomorrow at 10 a.m. will be the weekly TED Talk, and you can become part of Ted's tribe. Check out that show there. A lot of great conversation, a lot of great information you can use, and about how to make 2021 your bitch. And that's what we're going for here. And poor Murphy, Carl Witzman knows how he feels. And Willow Schuyler says, take care, Ted. Congrats on becoming a new dog dad. And let's see, what you think of the show I uploaded on YouTube? Gospel Jake, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about that yet. That was really good. I will give you some maybe give you some tips if you don't mind, but no, that was an entertaining little show. And dog, I figured that out, Willow. I'm trying to help. And thank you again, Brian, for reading out my plug for Scrubhouse Video SVSL. And I especially want to invite people to watch the latest episode from last night. We did a special extra long episode, Skunk Rocker. I'm glad to hear that. Because people that do 2 hours, those are your true champions of broadcasting. No, no, seriously, no. That's always Scrubhouse is a great channel, a lot of fun, and everyone should check that out. Please check out the channel, and please subscribe to it on YouTube. It's because it's wonderful. And not a yo-yo isn't enough for Pops Van Zandt. He wants a yo Pops. How you doing, brother? And Pops Van Zandt, Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt, great page on YouTube and also on Facebook. Please check it out and subscribe. And Duncan Yo-Yo, oh, is that like Duncan Sheik? I love his music. And Scott Crocker says we pitted 16 schlocky film characters against each other in a battle to the death. It was awesome. Oh, the humanity. I want to see that now. And be sure to like and share. Thank you, Trevor Hawkins. Yes, again, if you're watching us, wherever you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, please, if you're on someone's page and they've shared this, please like the video and thank the person who shared this, because I thank you all. And also to anyone who's watching on the Rising Tide Publications page on Facebook, or the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications page on YouTube, or the Geek Insider who is powering this show, Geek Insider page on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to tingle that little bell, because then you can be notified of all future shows that we do on there. All right. And yeah, I know, Carl, that does suck. But Skunk Rocker, I agree. And dare to be different. See what it has done for me. Joe Dog, you are my role model, dude. I am different and proudly. And Carl Wilson said, Benjamin Shadalik Starkey just joined the humor group about 10 days ago. I never really got to know him. I got to talk to him a few times, and he was such a wonderful, warm guy. I'm just curious, what did he... Well, I'll look it up later, but I'm curious what he passed from. John B. Pica, today is supposed to be a holiday, right? So why is my phone ringing off the hook? A holiday for everyone but you, John. Sorry. And cool, the drive to 500 subscribers. I would love to have 500 subscribers. My birthday is March 2nd. But I would like 500. I've got 80 more people, and I could have 500 subscribers. I would like that, and I'd love it if at the same time you subscribe to the other Facebook YouTube channels that support the show, like X&G Studios Incorporated. And there he is talking to us on YouTube, Mr. The Eric Hawkins. The Eric, how you doing this morning? Hope you had a good weekend. And Kelly Gutner, good to see you. And I'm sorry I didn't get. I was wrapped up this weekend. I'm on deadline. I didn't get a chance to see any of the virtual Superman show that you wonderfully did. But I'm going to go back and watch the reruns once they post. Kelly Gutner, who I love. Mwah! Great cosplayer. And good morning, Brian, and everyone. Subscribe to Phoenix Sisters on YouTube to see all the fun we had over the weekend at the virtual Super Friends Con. Yeah, definitely check that out. Kelly, thank you for being here, hon. I don't talk about you gals enough. I need to get better about that. Anyway, good to see you. Hope you are doing well this morning, you and the family. And hi, Rosemarie Rose. Hi, Brian. Wow, Rosemarie Rose, how are you? Wonderful broadcaster on the Hanging with Web Show Network. Good to see you this morning. Hope all is well with you and yours. And Carl Wilson, some people, I won't mention names, have forgotten to like this video on YouTube. Please don't make me get the Dark Mistress out of her coffin. She gets cranky if she has to wake up before the crack of noon. You know what I'm saying? And Teresa Dunn says tomorrow she will be on Joshua Bass's podcast being interviewed about her books. Well, congratulations, Teresa. That is fantastic. Grant Langer says Sunday morning funnies yesterday was fun. We had a good time. We all had a good time. And thank you, Grant, for being there. And thank you to everyone that supports that show. It was a good time. And I've promised Randy I will be back more often. Don't let that scare you away, Grant. And Phil Thompson says, morning, did research and can make good money-making groups. Well, you go for it, my friend. You go for it. And no coffee. Not feeling it. Wake up your own damn monster. Well, you better have your monster up and ready tomorrow evening, young man, because you are not only going to be hosting your own show. Well, you can let that slide. I mean, Melanie can more than take over the reins. In fact, she probably... Anyway, Christian Basil will be on Clever Title Pending tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about broadcasting. We sure as hell will talk Doctor Who. And anyway, it's going to be a fun conversation. And if you want to see a show that's going to go off the rails real fast, Christian will be part of that. I'm sure it won't just be me pushing it off the tracks. Anyway, Christian, I am looking forward to seeing you there tomorrow. And someone I always look forward to seeing is Ryan Permesson. Ryan, good to see you, brother. Excuse me. Good morning, Nevermorians. He says, how are you? Finished reading Pulp Reality, and it was great. Look forward to the sequel, which I'm working on my story this week. It is going to be a team up between ageless adventurer Doc Saga of my own creation and Captain Hawkland. It's going to be a fun time. The Star Trek marathon continues. First Contact is my favorite so far. I liked First Contact. I don't think it gets enough love. Check out my podcast, The Nerdcast on Anchor, talking about the latest movies I've seen. Definitely check it out. Ryan, we're glad you're here, brother. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Anyway, Grant Lankard, oh God, I forgot to like. Thank God that's been a remedy. I would have been in big trouble if I didn't like. Grant, you'd have disappeared in the night. You'd have prayed for the black vans to come and get you. And Phil Thompson also will be doing Threadless so I can turn my work into products besides comics. There you go. That's something I learned long ago from a friend of mine, St. Louis-based author Shane Moore. Taught me a lot about business. He and I had been talking a little bit at one of the shows down there, and he took me aside one day and gave me some great advice that I'm only now in a position to be able to follow up on. So expect big things in 2021. Not just from me, but from all the Rising Tide members. I am so excited. This is going to be our year, people. I'm not joking. I am not trying to hype it, man. A lot of us are going to level up this year, and it's because we're going to help each other because we got the network. It's an XG Studio. You're like Dentine. 4 out of 5 doctors approved. Joe, that dates you, man. Oh, man, that's a blast from the past. And right now I've got the Pepsodent theme in my head. You wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent, which, by the way, they still make. Dollar Tree, you can pick up Pepsodent at Dollar Tree. It's great to live in the past. Anyway, listening all while walking to work. So if I don't comment for a bit, no, my cell phone may have died because of the cold. When will Apple create a product that can last during a Canadian's cold snap? Well, that's surprising. I didn't realize Apple phones did that. Or it could be the soul-crushing freezing weather you guys get. Could be beyond the ability of any science to properly defend itself against. But anyway, Will, please check out Willow's Pillow Talk on the weekend. She is a wonderful, wonderful broadcaster, and I would do that. I'd love to be on the pillow with Willow again. And yes, I'm open for advice, my friend. It was a rehearsal. Okay, cool. I will go back next day or two, and I'll give you a little more detail. This is not the place for that, though. Excuse me. When your plans veer off the road of life, says Joe Dog McKeel, reevaluate your course and aim for the wide spot between the trees. That's right. That is right. That's true. That's the one thing I say about, that any creative should have like something resembling a business plan with goals and benchmarks and rewards even. And one of the things I tell people is, when you set a deadline for some form of success and you don't make it, then just reset the deadline. It's not critical. But deadlines give you a sense of urgency that spur you on. And thanks, Grant. You know how testy the Dark Mistress is. If I have to invoke her at this hour, that's right. She doesn't wake up at this time. She stays up till this time, if you know what I mean. And good morning to Michaela J. Mwah, so good to see you. Glad we got to talk yesterday. That was a good talk. Good talk, Michaela. Good talk. Also, check out Michaela's got a couple books out on Amazon right now that are flying off the virtual shelves, and you need your copy as well. Skunk Rocker says, Joe Dog, and make sure you shift into a lower gear. You'll get more torque that way. And someone that never torques me off but delights me constantly is Kathy Jackson. Mwah! Good morning, everyone. Love and hugs to you, darling. Hope you and the family are doing well. Kathy Jackson's books on Facebook. Also, don't forget, Kathy Jackson is on Amazon. Please check out her books. I read her book, Yours to Love, a few years ago, and I had never been able to finish a romance book. I have tried reading the excuse me, the the Harlequin books. I used to work in a used bookstore, so we had Harlequin books. I tried reading those, couldn't get through them. Tried reading like the Mannered Barbara Cartland types, gag, couldn't get past a page and a half. Tried to read some of the trashy ones like Jackie Collins and Jacqueline Suzanne, couldn't finish those. But Yours to Love was the very first romance, and an inspirational romance at that I could get through and enjoy. And so I'm a fan of Kathy Jackson's, and you should be too. And let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Trevor Hawkins says, you need to have the Phoenix Sisters on Clever Title Pending. Yes, I do. Especially since, Kelly, I will say I've dropped the ball in being on your show. I got busy and distracted. I know it's hard to imagine that, but yeah, that's an excellent idea, Trevor. It's not like is it like you're friends with any one of them? That's interesting. Anyway, Carl Wisman, good advice, Skunk Rocker. Kick in the 4-wheel drive too. And the Skunk Rocker, absolutely, and stand on the gas. That's right. Hit the accelerator with both feet. And Mark Leonard, greetings from the prairie. Mark Leonard, how are you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well this morning, you and the family. And Mark is a budding novelist here. And I look forward to what he is going to publish because I've been reading chapters of it. It is great stuff. If you love, I will go so far, this is no pressure, Mark, but if you like the way that Neil Gaiman treated the afterlife in Sandman, you're going to dig what Mark Lerner does with it, or Terry Pratchett for that matter. It's good stuff, really exciting stuff. And Cindy Kep, I had a dream. Then I woke up. Good morning, Cindy Kep. CKOEPP.com. And yes, it is here. It is close to my. Look what Cindy Kep made for me. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that totes adorable? Little ears. And got wings like a cool little dragon and a tail. Look, Christian, I got tail. And a little rainbow bow tie. Because when I go out in public, that's the one I wear. I don't wear this. This stays in the house. But the rainbow bow tie is what I wear when I do personal appearances. And it's got my little blue eyes, and it's looking into your soul. Anyway, thank you, Cindy. Mwah, to you and for your creativity and your generosity. Thank you so much, hon. I do love that thing. And Nick Tucker says, answer the question, Ben was a man with more love in his heart than it could contain. That's what I would have thought too. He was a generous, talented man. And the world is a little dimmer today for our loss. And check this out. Smash words. Me. Anyway, thank you very much. And don't forget, CKOEPP.com. Cindy Kep has the most entertaining, enlightening, and informative newsletter you can hope to read. So please sign up. It's absolutely free, and you'll be glad you did. Rosemarie Rose says, my favorite of the Star Trek Next Generation films is Insurrection. Thought it was most like the series. That was good. I actually liked all the Next Generation films, and I like Generations too. I mean, I would have liked maybe a little more heroic end for Captain Kirk, but that was good. That was really good. And Cindy Kep, you might try this on Amazon, where you can also find the work of Cindy Kep. Check out Animal Eye. And she's hard at work on her graphic novel adaptation of Animal Eye. That is going to be so much fun. And Willow needs to put that phone in nature's female although it might overheat then. I'm leaving that alone. And plans, goals, etc. sounds like work. Yeah, no, well, you're retired, Carl. It's, I'm just unemployed. Cindy Cap says, I've been extending deadlines on my success for quite a while now, but I'll get there from here. This is going to be your year, Cindy. You just watch. We're all going to rise together. I promise. We're all going to make it happen for each other. That's what the Rising Tide's about. Cindy Cap says, simple swords for stomping robots. Check out Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert on Amazon. Also, check out Amanda Tockert, her work while you're there on the Zon, as its friends call it. Phil Thompson also been thinking about this need to put myself on a schedule to get comic books done. That's an excellent idea, Phil. A great idea. We all need, I picked this up from Darren Hardy. We all need to figure out when our mojo is strongest for the tasks we do it as creators. Now, if you have a 9-to-5 job, that's got to factor in. But when you're not at the job, it's like, when is your most creative time? Or when do you have the most concentration? Maybe before work, you get through all of your emails that you need to go through and figure out which emails you no longer need to receive. I've been going through mine and saying, okay, I haven't had any contact with you. It's services I don't use. If I need you, I'll find you. So I've been unsubscribing to a lot of things and trying to clear up my my inbox, because just getting rid of them every day is distracting. And I realized I was just doing that thing where you go through like an uninterrupted block and just delete them without even reading them. Why am I even wasting my time getting them? The only thing you should be getting is my newsletter at risingtide.pub, or send me your email address and I will get you on the subscription list immediately. And also, don't forget to check your spam filter on the day of its delivery, which will be around 5 p.m. Eastern, and on the first of the month. So anyway, please check it out. But no, that's a good idea. I find that my mojo for really getting writing done is late in the evening, just before bed. And so I just type like a madman. And I've got like stuff that I came up with last night. I'm like, wow, this is good. I got to put it in that Hawkland story. And anyway, speaking of coy wolves, okay, anyway, speaking of coy wolves, check out Amanda Tockert, like I said earlier. She is on Amazon. That's Nick Tockert's wife, and she is incredibly talented, too. And Dollar Tree, I learned over the weekend, Dollar Tree takes manufacturer coupons. They won't give you any money back if it is more than $1 off, up to 4 per item. I didn't realize. I never realized that. That's interesting. And, Joe, you've probably heard me mention that if you have the Hobby Lobby app on your phone, every week you get a brand new 40% off discount off of one non-sale item. Excuse me. And the thing is, you can use that once every day at Hobby Lobby for a full week, and then they give you another coupon. You can use that every day for a full week on one, and it's always your most expensive item. Now, here's the thing: you can also go down the street and go to Joann Fabrics. They have a cooperation agreement with that same app, with the Hobby Lobby app, and then you can get that same 40% off a non-sales item every day of the week until the following week, and they give you a new one. So anyway, you can use that in 2 stores and really save money. And they have, and like the easels I use to display my books, I got them at Hobby Lobby. And they also have display items at Joann's, too. So mix it up. And Dollar Tree takes coupons. That's almost like stealing. I love it, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, it'd be funny to get like $1.50 off an item, and the item is only $1. Oh, but yeah, I love shopping at Dollar Tree because it's like you never know what's going to be there. One week I got... they had some DVDs for $1. I got the Batman Lego movie for $1. I don't think I can't get $1 worth of fun out of that one. It's been a fun out of that one. Tune into the Back of the Cereal Box on Facebook, also on YouTube. Thank you, Cindy Kep, for that, CKOEPP.com. And like when I did the show, it was a test to see if all the tricks would fit and if the music would fit in a way. Now, the one thing is, Jake, I will tell you this, and this is good advice for everyone. If you're on YouTube, watch out for music you use. That is the easiest way to get your, you should be looking towards down the future. I have had some instances where I have accidentally used copyrighted music. and there's ways to deal with it in YouTube Studio, but you don't want copyright. You don't want a ding against you. There's a copyright claim and copyright strike. Copyright claim is the least serious of the two, but what they can do is if someone finds that you have used their music without permission, they can claim any monetization that particular video derives from that point on, unless you contest it and they drop the claim. Now, there's a copyright strike, in which case they say it is an egregious violation of copyright. And if you get 3 of them, they close your channel down and kill your access to it, so you can't get your videos back. So keep that in mind. There are places you can get Creative Commons music. That's music for free. And sometimes you don't even have to give it attribution. Anyway, John B. Pica, on Saturday we had one of the best episodes of Back of the Cereal Box yet. How was it awesome, John? Tell us. And who? Check out the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on Facebook. It is going to be a fun show tomorrow night at 6 p.m. on the Hanging with Web Show Network and on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network tomorrow night on YouTube and on Facebook. I will have Christian Basil as my guest on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And let's see. And I haven't run... I ran Christian's spot earlier, but they're paying for this, so I think I better be nice to these guys. Did you see all those great covers? Did you see those great trailers? Affordable too. Trust me, I've got the price list. So contact plasmafiregraphics.com or the Plasmafire Graphics page on Facebook. Contact Jeffrey Hayes, because if the look of your book matters to you, then you need to talk to Plasmafire Graphics. Thank you very much for that. And thank you, Cindy Kemp, for that reminder. And yay, I'm glad the dragon amuses. It does not only amuse Cindy, it delights. It is seriously, you don't know how much. I actually got it on late Wednesday. And you don't know how much effort it took to not open that box till Friday. I knew it was going to be something amazing, and I had no idea what it was going to be. I didn't even start scoring the box until I got on the show. You have no idea how much willpower it took not to tear into that thing, but I love you, Cindy. I thank you for that generous gift, and you are the absolute best. And Angie Watson Duda says, I'm here because Grant Lankard is my hubby. He dragged you kicking and screaming, and now you're going, you are not creating because of this? It's like, well, Angie, we are glad you're here. Welcome to the show. It is a pleasure to meet you. And Grant has been on his best behavior. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it with a straight face. Anyway, no, Grant is a vital part of this community, and we welcome you to it as well. The Nevermorians. We believe in the rising tide, which means a rising tide raises all ships. When we look out for each other, we get looked out for in return, and the benefits are great. And says, I have a gift for you at NonCom. I have a copy of The Pick of Us. From last NonCom. I'm going to sign it for you in person. Well, Gospel Jake, I'm going to bring you some artwork too. Anyway, and there we go. Thank you, John Pica, CKOEPP.com. You are awesome, sir, and thank you for that. And Phil Thompson says, also decided to create groups for art selling, including live art shows of me doing work. Now, that's a super idea. Comic books and digital caricatures. We'll call me Philly Phil Art, Philly Phil Comics, and Philly Phil Caricatures. I love that. Phil, it's good to see you doing that, man. I'm proud of you. And Nick Tucker says, all that being said, I believe that the only thing we can do is move forward and attack the future with a vengeance. 2021 will feature so much through Luke Stone Studios and Terraform Comics. That's true. And I'm already promising you guys, get a paper route or something, because you're going to need it to keep up with all the stuff that we're going to be doing on Patreon, as well as Rising Tide Publications. We're going to have some really big announcements in the next few months concerning not just broadcasting, but also our output as publishers. So anyway, Nick, that is how we honor our friends who have leveled up to the next phase of the adventure. We keep them in our memories. We keep those memories golden, and we create. So we leave something great behind. And thanks, Cindy. Also check, and she's a poet and she knows it. That's Teresa Dunn. Check her out on Amazon. She's awesome. Also check out patreon.com/impossibles. I am a supporter of John B. Pica. You should be too. Seriously. And Skunk Rocker says, oh, don't worry. I can pinch hit him. Yes, you can. Skunk Rocker is the only person I have seen who can talk fast enough to keep up with comments. And as it is, I'm only 10 minutes behind today. Yay. Don't take that as a cue, people. Update. I have finished pages 1 through 3 of Animal Eye issue 1 and draft pages for 4 through 7. Yes. I am excited by it. Cindy, I am so excited to see what you're going to be coming out with this year. That's going to be great. And Michaela Jade, the author, says, Warriors Trust by Michaela Jade. You need that book. Seriously, brand new book. It is a great book, the sequel to Warrior Secret. And she's got another book, the last in the trilogy. That'll be coming out in March, and she is on target for that. And she's shown me snippets of it. Ooh la la. That's all I can say. And also Barnes & Noble's carrying that book, Warrior's Secret. Please check out the work of Michaela Jade because she is also amazing. Seriously. And so is Cindy kept the Snow books. Check out Bobby Nash, BobbyNash.com, AbrahamSnow.com, and something that's really exciting. Also, Bobby Snow is on Patreon. And boy, howdy, he is who I aspire to be as far as my Patreon output. He is so amazing, such an inspiration. And Bobby, oh, thank you, honey. You gonna refill that?
I was thinking about it.
I hope you think strongly about that. I had a joke for that, but I'm going to spare you all that one. Thank you, sweetie. But anyway, no, check out the Snow series. And also, Bobby Nash has launched a series of short books featuring the incredible adventurer Abraham Snow, AbrahamSnow.com. And you're going to be seeing not only the work of Jeffrey Hayes, our own Plasma Fire graphics guy, on the covers. You're also going to be seeing interior work by Charles F. Milhouse and me. I'm going to be working on that next. Anyway, please check it out. Thank you, Cindy Kep, for that. And Carl Wisman mocks skunk. And day has already been made. Just saw a dog in a tracksuit and booties. It says Willow Schuyler. Willow, I hope your phone was warm enough to take a picture of that. Oh my God, that's a picture the world needs today. I'm telling you. Because this is going, we're not going to venture into this except to say this is going to be a challenging week. All right. I'm hearing things. And stick close, people. Stick close and stay safe. Skunk Rocker. Oh, thank you, Skunk Rocker. Oh, Christian Basil, you are about to be replaced too, buddy. He doesn't need you, and this show now no longer needs you or me. Anyway, the Skunk Rocker says, "Arise, Monday Morris Monster." Oh, I gotta start that over again. Arise, Monday Morris Monster, arise and seize the day. With plenty of mugs filled to their piping hot brims with covfefe, bring forth the tidings of good cheer and encouragement to get us through today. Skunk, you totally rock, my man. Oh my God, I love you in such a manly way. I'm telling you, you are fantastic. And John B. Pica, I create a time budget. I literally assign every minute of every day a specific name. I need to get more into that. My problem comes with distractions, and I'm studying stuff from Darren Hardy of Fortune magazine to deal with it. And I haven't figured out how, and I find that sometimes I am spending too much time with projects because I think if I get rid of this, it's off my plate. And what it does is sometimes the other party keeps me on that project. I'm like, okay, now I'm done with. No, I'm not. It's like, although it does get better. I did do well. I recognized last night that one project was going awry because of various factors, and I finally had to tell the other person. This happened a couple times yesterday, and I had to tell the other person, we can't keep doing this. This is dragging my time. So anyway, but anyway, here's somebody. Oh ho ho, it's magic. Never believe it's not true. Anyway, you can do magic at Amazon.com if you look up John B. Pica. I've got that book. John gifted it to me at NonCon last year. It's a terrific book on how to do magic tricks, and it is fun. And is that good enough, Christian? That's the skunk rocker. And Angie Watson Dumas says Grant really enjoys your show. Well, we're glad to have Grant here. He is a vital contributor to the Nevermorians here. That's what we call ourselves. Clyde Hall came up with that name, who's a very fantastic writer. And Angie, we hope you learn to enjoy the shows too. We are on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10. Well, I don't need to tell you. It's like you don't see your husband for 6 hours a week, and I'm the cause. But anyway, Angie, it is so good to meet you, and so glad you're here. And thank you for being here. And he's still not going to get anything done, Angie. Get on his back about it, because he's got to get that Beowulf book out. And Michaela J is mocking Willow with her laughter. And hybrids, that's all you need to know. Go to Luke Stone Studios on Facebook. Luke Stone's a crazy talented creator, and wouldn't be surprised if you see him real darn soon on Clever Title Pending. And Grant says, Grant Langard, my wife Angie is watching now. You guys are all in trouble. I am always in trouble, Grant. It is not exactly a DEFCON 4 kind of alert for me to be in trouble. It's more like the natural state of being. Anyway, Cindy Kemp says, more fun at Amy Hale. Check out AuthorAmyHale.com, Author Amy Hale on Facebook, and Amy Hale's Angels on Facebook as well. Amy Hale is another amazing writer. I read her first book, and it's fantastic. I have such talented friends. How do you people put up with me? And even the dogs in Canada have to dress warmly. That's right, Carl. And Nick Tucker says, and my Amazon page is going to be blowing up with new works very soon. Yeah. Grief and spite are fuel. And folks, after 2020, we have fuel to burn. Oh, dude, I just switched from regular fuel to rocket fuel this year. I'm with you. This year, Nevermorians are going to own 2021. I'm telling you, I'm seeing stuff that you're doing. I'm seeing what Michaela's up to, and Carl and Donna and all you Nevermorians. And it's like, you don't know how that inspires me to try to keep up with you. Oh man, I don't want to be that guy. Some people say I'm leading this movement. I don't think I'm much of a leader, because I'm at the back going, wait for me. So anyway, Carl Witzman says, good one, Skunk. And new stuff coming soon from Michaela Jade. That woman is a machine, pumping out the good stuff there. And Carl Witzman welcomes Angie, as do we all. And Gospel Illusion said, yeah, I realized the music was too loud in the video. I think you saw it. I got to turn this music down. Yeah. You need to, the music should be in the background, but it shouldn't be distracting from you. You are the focus, and this is good advice for anyone doing videos. Like, notice like in this frame here, I'm in the center of it. I am in the center, and I've got a little bit of negative space around me, but we're going to fix that. Also, I've got, we are going to be working on some wallpapers that we're going to be, Cookie had some ideas, and she's the graphics person in the family, so just saying. Anyway, Cindy Cap, dingoes running free. And dingoes, they won't be eating your baby, but they're going to be entertaining the hell out of you with the Dastardly Dingoes podcast. Please check it out. It is as much fun to listen to as it is to be on it, and I've been on there twice and had a blast each time. Now, Kathy Jackson says, has anyone watched WandaVision? Matthew and I will be checking it out after we finish binge watching Outlander. I haven't seen it because, of course, I don't subscribe to any of the streaming services. We did binge watch over the weekend the Men in Black series. We got a 4-pack of the Men in Black movies, including the brand new one with Chris Hemsworth, and I loved the new one. Say what you will about reboots, but this had all the charm of the original Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones versions, and the writing was on target. The special effects were fantastic, and great acting in there. I so enjoyed it, and one of the most intelligent scripts I've seen in a long time. And I was overjoyed after that movie was done. I checked out the writers. They're going to be writing the brand new Masters of the Universe movie, which of course Orko approves. Okay. Anyway, no, I haven't. I've seen mixed reviews. I don't pay much attention to reviews normally, but I want to see it if not, for nothing else. because I'm loving the way they are combining the imagery from the movies and the comics along with 50s iconography. So iconography images. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll probably get the DVD when it comes out and binge watch it. Michaela J says, all this talk of Canadian cold makes me want to stay under these covers in my nice warm bed. I don't blame you. It was kind of tough getting up this morning too. I was so comfortable. The alarm went off, but I did let Cookie sleep in for an hour because I'm that kind of husband. And Deej Ryu was a unique peace-loving red dragon with an eye for human wenches, says Carleen. The Brian dragon is awesome sauce. Is it not? I'm seriously, I am so blessed to have such creative friends. And I also, of course, it goes alongside my barely action figure. Oh my God, they love each other. They do love each other. In fact, they even like the senior member of this team, which is one that I created. I'll show you. I gotta get him dressed, though. I gotta dress my dolly up. Anyway, I used to bring this along on shows to promote Santa Sign. Oh, here's your screen capture, folks. Anyway, I created this. This was a Frankenstein head. I got one Halloween at for this purpose at Hobby Lobby, and then I bought some paints and painted. Oh, you got a little fur on your nose there. You do, Frank. You do have some on your nose. Anyway, I picked up the head. Shut up, Christian. And painted it up. By the way, if you ever paint styrofoam, be sure to put down a coating of primer because most paints will eat through the styrofoam. That's why I still have this thing after about 5 years or more. Anyway, but no, I've got my little treasures there, and I do treasure them, and I treasure all of you. Thank you very much. Isn't that beautiful, though, Carly? I think it's fantastic. And Nick Tucker would like to know, what has more birds than Alfred Hitchcock? The books of Cindy kept at ckoepp.com flock together where your opinions matter. I love you, Nick. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. And Cindy Cap says wrestling and movie madness on Reels and Heels Official. Definitely. And we just had a comment burst there. Joe Dog does tell me that and some people do get this. I'm glad to see. Sometimes I'm not the only one. Joe Dog's had it a few times on his channel too. But yeah, let's see. Let's get back to here. Okay, there we go. I found where I'm at. But anyway, we had what I've been calling a comment burst or a comment flood, where I'm going along, think I got it, and then boom, a whole bunch of more comments come through. And I'm told StreamYard via Joe Dog McKeel that StreamYard is looking into it. And I hope they get a feel for it. But anyway, yes, definitely check out the work of Cindy Kep, ckoepp.com, and sign up for her amazing newsletter, would you please? And Joe Dog McKeel says, Plasma Fire Graphics, when to look at your event matters to you. I mean, your book. I don't know anything about event artwork yet. Oh, yeah. You know it. I smell what the Joe Dog is cooking, and I smell what the Plasma Fire is cooking for Joe. Anyway, Patreon, to catch up with some cool artistic sorts. I was going to put in real links to people's pages, but Patreon is being a punk. Dang you, Patreon. We're trying to help here. And this comment is proof that Joe Dog can't keep a secret. I've known about it for a couple of weeks. I learned about from both sides of the equation. So anyway, thank you, Cindy Cap. Thank you, darling. And Phil Thompson, once done, will like you to check on the show, to check out the group. Philip, I would love to. I would be flattered, and we'll need to promote it here, of course. And Keisha Acuff is here. Keisha, glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. It is a delight to have you here. And Keisha, please put in a link to what you do, all right? And we want to get you some extra eyeballs, all right? And it's my secret, says Joe Dog McKeel. I can tease it. And Gospel Illusionist Jake says, if you're a Pokemon fan, I'm going to be mentioned on a PokeTuber's YouTube today. That sounds obscene. It's going to be a channel called the Pokemon Evolutionaries that are going to be uploading a video about you. Oh, excellent. Very cool. Definitely pimp that out. Definitely share that on your page. That is great news, Jake. I'm not into Pokemon. I really am not. I think it burned out of me when a friend of mine, his daughter was like about 5 or so, and she discovered Pokemon, and she was bound and determined to reenact, when you open up the egg, the little ceremony that goes off. She was bound and determined to act out every one of them. Then I realized there were 180 of them at the time, and I'm like, oh crap. How do I get out of this without breaking this poor child's heart? But anyway, let's go on to other things. Michaela J says Warrior's Worth is due out in March. It'll be book number 3 of at least 8, maybe more. Excellent. I love the idea. Do more. Do an octology. I like that. And Cindy kept, so instead of linking everyone's page, let's see how many I can remember. Brian K. Morris, Brian Rodman, Bobby Snow, Amy Hale, League of Impossibilists, Historical Fencing Guild, S.L. Rowland, who's about to release Pangea Online 3. Excellent. Stephen Landry, Frozen Creek Studios. Oh, and Cindy Kemp herself. Now, if you appreciate what Cindy Kemp has been doing for you here in promoting your work or just bringing that general sense of joy and elation to this page to counteract my dark moods, then please go to Patreon, and even just $1 a month will be such a help for Cindy. It really is an inspiration. It's a great attaboy or attagirl. So please go to Patreon and look up Cindy Kemp, and please, just send her a little bit every month for $12 a year. Now I'm sounding like those late night infomercials, but for $12 a year, you can help support Cindy Kemp's mission. All right. And
I support your mission.
Oh,
here's coffee.
God. Thank you. I'm not worthy.
Yep.
Well, see, at least I know. Anyway, just got confirmation. Love you, my soul-crushing honey.
Love you.
Anyway, but she brings me coffee, so... Anyway, Cindy Kemp says, you urgently need this. Check out Exegy Studios. They've got some great work coming out. Amazonia number 7, I believe, is on the art table right now. And I've been seeing the pencils from that, and I'm thinking that is pretty work. And you have a lot of faith in your editor's reading speed. Just saying, Carl Wisman, there are people here that have no faith in their editor's reading speed, so I understand. And Michaela Jade is trying to reassure him. And here's Brian say, only person who can talk fast enough to keep up with comments reaches for my black cherry jet fuel. Oh, really? No, Nick, you surpass me. You'd probably be about 5 minutes with that miracle brew of yours. You'd probably be about 5 minutes ahead of the comments. You'd be making it up for them. I'm just struggling to keep pace. And Gospel Illusionist Jake says, and not saying anything about this week, but we'll have the Lion and Lamb, and we'll have the Armor God Storm. Yeah, and we've got each other. We're going to get through this. And Angie Watson-Dudas does her job as a loving spouse and says, check out Grant's work at monarchpublishing.net. Definitely check it out. That's a clean, fast-loading, beautiful website. Good work on that. And also you can check out interviews with Modesty Forbids, who you might see on there. But anyway, he's got some great work on there. And when you sign up for his newsletter, you can get a sample of his humor work and his upcoming graphic novel, Beowulf. All right. And lights up another Carl Wisman's lighting up another cigar, thinking about more coffee. I'm always thinking about coffee. And Carleen says, oh, look, Brian, shiny merch. Well, are you talking about things like this, the Rising Tide Publications drinking mug? Holy cats, how did Cookie make that coffee taste so much better? She put it in this. All right. And your coffee or your favorite brew, your tea, whatever, will taste better in a Rising Tide Publications page or Rising Tide Publications coffee mug. I guarantee it, or none of your money back. Anyway, please check it out. We also have breathing masks. Yes, we do have breathing masks. Yes, we do. With the Rising Tide logo. Show your pride in the Rising Tide organization and your friends in the movement. And also we have phone covers as well as t-shirts, tote bags, and other delights that will be coming down the road. So you will find a link to our merch page. If you're watching on Facebook, it'll be above this video. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be below the video. So please check it out. We do appreciate it. And you'll have to make more, Carl. There's none down there. Say what? He responds, okay, dear. He said, realizing that like his life is precious to him. And Cindy Cap says it came from up north, where if you don't talk fast enough, your lips will freeze. Oh, it came from up north, where if you don't talk fast enough, your lips will freeze. Oh, that's true. That's how I generate warmth around here. And here's another one to check out: Carl Witzman on Facebook. Definitely check out Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Room. And if you are unoffendable and have a very good sense of humor and don't say mean things about animals. I ran afoul of that last week. Anyway, we would make beautiful music, I'm sure. Anyway, check out Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page. Contact Donna Carly Carleen on Facebook, or Carl Witzman himself, or even me. I brought in 2 members last week, Carl. I brought in 2 members. And anyway, please check it out. And don't neglect Carly on Facebook. She is wonderful. And hey, you rarely drink more coffee after 9:30, so I don't make more. All right, is that when he switches to brandy? And Carl Winston, it's been bad since Rosarita chose the Guatemalan prison over spending a winter in Illinois. And if you were in the green room, you might understand some of that. I still miss our little Asian girl. And vintage cartooniness at Sarnard 76, the artwork of Bill Sarden, where he has vintage videos on the weekends, also TV shows, cartoons, and you get to see his daily warm-up sketches. The man's a really good artist, and he is available for commissions. So check out his work, would you please? And Cindy, you're amazeballs. Cindy is on fire. If I think I need Cindy as a co-host. I definitely need to have Cindy back on the Clever Title Pending. I really do. I got to do that, Cindy. Let's make that happen. And look, there's Clyde Hall on Facebook. My gosh, she's got it going here. And I realized the text in the video is backwards. I spent 3 hours trying to find out how to fix it. Yeah, this is a journey of exploration. And Meredith Logren is also represented on Facebook. Meredith Logren is one of the creative lights behind geekinsider.com, also Geek Insider on Facebook and YouTube, where is one of the hosts for the show. So please give that page a like if you would. Smash the thumbs up buttons where you find them. And also check out Wild One Forever, her weekday morning blog, or I should say podcast, where she gets your day off to a positive start. And plus she does some broadcasting in the afternoon sometimes on haps.tv. Haps is very similar to StreamYard. I've checked it out, and it has some things that I'm just not seeing in, or it has a faster way to monetize, but already there are people gaming the system over there, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm very comfortable where I am at StreamYard, and StreamYard keeps improving. That's the cool thing. And I finally found Joe Dog. I finally found some of my emails from StreamYard and have been reading them with much interest. And Reels and Heels Official on Facebook. Check out that great show. It is a lot of fun. In fact, let's do this. We finally got a promo from Brian Wetzloff. Actually, I had on my other computer that went into the shop last. So to make up for it, we're going to give him in the show experience here. Check out Reels and Heels, 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time every Saturday on the Hangin' with Web Show Network.
Reels and Heels is a podcast that discusses movies, television, wrestling, and more. With a rotating guest list of friends and filmmakers alike, Reels and Heels salutes the creative arts of all kinds. Join Brian Wenzeloff and Nicole Jobin live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Reels and Heels.
Brian Wenzoff, Nicole Jobin. Check out Reels and Heels on the Hangin' with Web Show Network. You will enjoy it. And thank you, Cindy Kep. And there's more fun, she says. Check out Molly Daniels on Facebook, a great author. Also, she writes under the name of Kinsey Michaels. That's where a little spicier stuff occurs. And tune into the Historical Fencing Guild every Friday night at 7 on YouTube. It's at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to learn about bladed weaponry, combat, and it's a great reference for writers and artists alike. So tune into Nick and his, I wish he had the antibodies to to the COVID because he is infectious. He is great. He is the only person probably on this whole platform who can talk faster than I can, or Skunk Rocker for that matter. And Carlene, you missed the rest of the comment that came between those two. No, I don't think I did. It did not. It probably did not. No, I got a comment there, and then if that's what you're referring to, that's all I see right now. So it did not get to me. So I'm claiming stupidity. Okay. Don't talk me out of it, people. And cool art at Plasma Fire Graphics. Definitely, when the look of your book matters to you, check out plasmafiregraphics.com. And John B. Pike, I'd like to get a comment flood on my shows. Keep working at it, John. And also I will also add, John, please be careful what you ask for. All right. And the Eric Hawkins says, use Mod Podge mixed with craft paint for a primer for foam. I think that's what I used, actually. I think I used Mod Podge. And the thing is, what Mod Podge is basically Elmer's glue with water. It's an old craft person's trick and I'm an old crafts person, so I don't know. But yeah, I use Mod Podge because it was a lot cleaner than trying to mix that stuff up myself. Although, if you've seen like at Hobby Lobby and Joann's, you can get like a jug of Elmer's glue. It's like enough for a lifetime. How does anyone get through that? Unless you are a professional crafter, how do you get through that much Elmer's glue? Unless you eat it all like you did in first grade. Anyway, so yeah, I like, actually, Mod Podge is great stuff, and Mod Podge comes in a variety of flavors. I mean, uses. There's more than one Mod Podge anymore, and Russell Allen is doing cool stuff too. Check out Xeno Nanite Titan is relaunched on Kickstarter. Please support that project. I believe it's relaunched, or no, it hasn't relaunched yet. But yesterday we booked Russell Allen to be on Clever Title Pending. Let's see. Yes, and he will be on in February. His campaign for Xeno Nanite Titan, and he's got some great ideas for this book. You really need to get on board with that. It'll be February 16th. We've got some really cool people. Now, March 2nd, and I have not forgotten who was volunteered. We will be talking about this soon. March 2nd, we are going to have the worst guest ever on Clever Title Pending. I am dreading this person being on there. March 2nd is my birthday, and I decided in a rare burst of ego that I will be the one being interviewed. And I've got 3 volunteers to do it, and we'll coordinate between the 3 of them. That should be soul crushing. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, I have heard crows have 12 opinions and ravens have 13. So the difference between the two is the matter of opinion. Oh, that hurts. Thank you, Joe Dog. Oh, and up to interesting stuff. That's Joe Dog McKeel 158 there on Facebook. Check out his shows. This man is a prolific broadcaster and such a good one. I really, in all seriousness, Joe Dog inspires me to do this show better. Unfortunately, this is the best I can do at the moment. But anyway, no. Tomorrow he'll be on at 12:05 with lunchtime at the Dog House. A great conversation show. You will love it. He gives you time to get your lunch together. And then he does that every Tuesday and Thursday. And he's a part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, as is Ted Davies and Amy Hale. And then he does it again. He owns Thursdays. He owns the Thursday indeed. At 12:05, he does another lunchtime at the Dog House. And then at 9 p.m. that night, he does Stupid O'Clock, the great conversation show. And then he does Stupid O'Clock again at, not the same one, but a different one, with Skunk Rocker and Dan and John and a whole bunch of other great people. Nick frequently at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central. It's always a good time. Please, we will be... we have had some people. We have a page now for the Rising Tide Network, broadcast network page on Facebook, and I'll be announcing that probably later this week as I finish up a couple other things I want to do with that. Anyway, we've got some great. Why do these people want to be with me? I don't know, but they are too good for me. Like Ted Davies Artistry and Joe Dog McKeel and Amy Hale. I'm so proud to be among their number. And we're going to be doing some great stuff coming up in the next few months, I promise. And Pokemon started when I was starting to teach, says Cindy kept second grade that year, then fourth grade for a little later. I became conversant in general Pokemon. Yeah, I picked up a little, mostly from my friends who were heavily into it, which I managed to resist the temptation. And what is it called when a snowman has a temper tantrum? A meltdown. Thank you, Cindy Kim. I love your jokes. I do. And Brian Rodman says, good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. Sorry I'm late to the party. Had a meeting this morning. Let us reach down deep into the bowels of the week. Ugh. And give it the old arse cleaning as we make this world a more inspiring place to be. That's what we're going to do. And Brian Rodman, we're going to need to put in a little OT this week to do it. I think the world's going to need us. I really do. So BrianRodman.com, check out Memoirs of an Angel, and also the Nebulizer. God, please put that copy in here, Brian. I am so in love with that concept. I think it's going to be brilliant. Cindy Cap asks, what do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. Oh, my God. That's like an old issue of Doom Patrol back in the 60s where Beast Boy and his father Mento are in the Himalayas, and they encounter a Yeti. And as the thing's trying to punch them, Beast Boy is screaming, oh my God, it's the abdominal monster. It's the abdominal snowman. And Mento's going, you mean abominable, don't you? And Beast Boy goes, no, abdominal, because that's where this guy is making me sick. Anyway, Brian did go face over that covfefe. Oh, yeah. Exegene Studio, Cookie is on cue with coffee. Brian has been feeding her well. Cookie's been feeding me well, which is why I need to get down to the weight I was when I got married 30 years ago. And you know it's going to be fun, says Cindy Kep, if you go on that YouTube channel there. A double dog dare you to go and subscribe and like. And just to let you folks know, I made it to work safely. Thank you, Willow. I was going to say, please let us know when you get there. Layered enough clothing that I wouldn't get any frostbite. Now enjoying a flat white with pistachio syrup. Oh, my God, that does sound good. I love pistachios. Didn't realize you guys had. I haven't been in a Starbucks in ages, actually. I tend to go to a non-corporate store here in Lafayette, but boy, that sounds good. That does sound good. But I did pick up, I think I told you I picked up a couple bags of pre-ground peppermint mocha coffee at my local Kroger. And OMG, that stuff's good. I love that stuff. And Willow, one day when I can travel up to the frozen north, I need a passport now, I guess. But I would love to stop in and watch you work the raspberry pump, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Willow, we love you. Mwah, so much. We really do. You do so much for the community. You deserve your accolades. And thank you so much, Cindy Kep, says Exegene Studio. So does Cindy Kep. And so do you, Jody McPhee, you do. And what do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire? Frostbite. Oh, my God. Oh, now my wife watches the show. You guys are going to get double the promotion. Bring it, Grant. Bring it, Angie. That's what built this show, brother. I'm telling you. That's what the show started out as, for those, like I say in The Phantom, for those who came in late. Originally, the show, now it's been about 6 years I've been doing this thing, and I'm finally getting the hang of it. The show started out originally, it was just going to be me talking about my projects and where I'm going to be. And after about 10 minutes of this, not even 10 minutes, I got bored as hell. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. This is dull as dishwater. And then I started reading the comments on the side and interacting with people, and then it became Nevermind the Furthermore. And the early episodes you watch, and it's a lot more me than I feel comfortable talking about. But once I started making it about you guys, that's when it turned the corner. It really did. And Brian Robbins says, pull back the curtain of this physical realm and enter the world of Memoirs of an Angel, about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race through time and space to rescue a broken witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It's Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. Join the adventures at BrianRodman.com today. Also, check out the Dastardly Ningos podcast. OMG, that is so much fun. It really is. Jeremy Woodring and Brian Rodman, bring it. every time. They bring it. You didn't know you needed it, but they brought it anyway. And why do seals swim in salt water? Asks Cindy Kep. Because pepper water makes them sneeze. Oh my God, that is so much fun. Oh yeah. Thanks, Cindy from Carly and Carl. I agree. And Cindy Camp nerds have culture too. Check out its nerd culture with our very own Ryan Permisson here. He is a great broadcaster. Love it. And Nick Tockert loves the official blue screen powered Rising Tide mug that can be literally anything you want with the magic of the internet. Yeah. You know, I turned off my green screen, and actually in this light, this is actually kind of like a teal, really. But depending on the light, you know, you see like on to my right, your left, the light source makes it kind of a robin's egg, and it's kind of a Superman blue, which is really between them all. It kind of represents all the colors this mug comes in. Brian Rodman got a mug, and he was showing it off with his lovely mug. Pure white, and that looked great. I was really happy with that. So anyway, please check out our merch page. If you're watching us on Facebook, it's above the video here. If you're watching us on YouTube, it's below. So please check it out. We do appreciate it, and it helps us with the Rising Tide mission. And he said members, says Carly. Hey, Carl Wisman says, good job, Brian, bringing in new victims. I mean, members of the humor group. Yeah, and I brought in Kara Nicole and Lisa Malone. Who, by the way, if you haven't watched last week's Clever Tile Pending, I had both of those wonderful ladies on. Kara Nicole is a comic creator and one of the most amazing cosplayers I've ever seen. And Lisa is her agent. And so we talked about what Lisa does too. It was so funny because afterwards Lisa was like, why'd you have me on so much? And I'm like, well, I didn't want you to feel like you were like an appendage to Kara. And she goes, well, I wanted Kara to get most of the attention. I said, Kara got most of the attention, but I wanted you to get some love too. So anyway, we'll be having those ladies back, and they have both said they'd love to come on Nevermind the Furthermore. I'm pretty careful about who I allow on this show, except for Christian. But anyway, and we might do that some mornings. We might send out a link every now and then and say, hey, you got nothing to do? Come on the show. So anyway, okay, Beavis. Thank you, Carl. And here we go. But anyway, we got some fun stuff coming up, and Kara and Lisa will be back soon. I promise you this. The three of us had so much fun. But anyway, please check out last week's Clever Title Pending, and it's on its way to being our number one rated episode, our number one most watched video on both YouTube and on especially on the Rising Tide Network page on Facebook. In fact, it did set a record on the Rising Tide Facebook page. And so, please check it out. You'll have fun. It's naughty. It is good. And Cindy Kep says, woot. Oh, yes. And Cindy, let's see. Oh, we got another comment dump. Here we go. And Cindy's around. I look funny with corners. You look adorable with corners. I would pay to see your corners. Anyway, when there's a storm coming this week, 3 inches worth. Good, you didn't say that word. The only snow we allow here is Abraham snow, because no matter how cold it is the summer. Hashtag the summer of snow. Check out BobbyNash.com because we like the guy a lot. And Carleen is amused by the antics of Carl Witzman. And oh wait, does that make me butthead? Damn it. Fire. Anyway, Cindy Kemp, hey, do you want a bit of game lit flash fiction? Then check out bit.ly/old school moves and getting to a conference that has never been so retro. That I'm really intrigued by your game lit stuff. I got to get some more of that on my Kindle. And back on the Cereal Box on YouTube says, check out the episode from this past Saturday AM. Comedy magician Michael Kent was our special guest, and we had a blast. I was out of the house by then, but I would definitely got to catch up with that. Good work, John Pica. JohnPica.com. Check out what all this guy's got going on. And I am currently drinking from the Mug of Wonder, aka my Rising Tide Pub mug, says Brian Rodman. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your order. I really do. It's my new favorite mug that has made my life complete. I'm inspired by that. If you too wish to have your life completed, head on over to risingtide.pub and pick up your mug today. Definitely. Check out the link. We've got it down below or above, depending on which platform you're watching it on. Oh my God. And it is good. I love my mug too, to be honest, Brian. I think it's the only one I've drunk out of the last month. Anyway, we have washed it though. And back in the cereal box says Cindy Kemp must be off work for MLK Day today. Yeah, she's on fire today, isn't she though? And back in the cereal box, she's returning the favor. John is back here on Saturday mornings. Please check that out on YouTube. A lot of fun on that show. John has a terrific broadcast there. I'm really proud of you, John. And more fun at E. Hawkins 1971 on Facebook. Check out Stone Door Studio. Check out the amazing Zombiful World of Oz. Eric is currently working on issue 3, and I'm curious now. I was rewatching the Kara Nicole episode last night, Eric, and I noticed you were asking about Kara cosplaying some stuff, and I think that is a super, super idea. I think she would do it, and she would love it. I think you need to send her your comics, dude. And also, please check out issue 2. I have a story in here where we talk about Dorothy Gale's days in the sanitarium. So anyway, let's get back to the Cindy Kemp show here, and we love her for it. Which side of an Arctic tern has the most feathers? The outside! That makes sense. And Brian must have seen that kid that licked the paste brush. Explains a lot, actually. Yeah, I was that kid. And Angie Watson Dudas says, my last comment is speaking of coffee. Grant says I make coffee better than he does. I think I just make it a lot stronger due to my dad teaching me how to make it. I make very strong coffee. I really do. And in fact, my weak coffee is more like what you get at a lot of like gas stations. That's why I like Pilot and Flying J, because their coffee is pretty strong, and I like that. I do like stronger coffee. I really can't stand coffee that refuses to commit. So if you make strong coffee, Angie, you and I are going to get along good, darling. I promise you this. That is great. Now, Brian Rodman says, sneak into his house, breathe heavily upon his face, and throw money down his digital trousers at patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and fund the amazing endeavors that Brian is doing. Thank you, Brian Rodman. Also, don't forget Brian Rodman if you got some spare singles too, because he's been hanging on to that silver pole for a long time, and that sort of dedication deserves recognition. But no, we like I said, we are going to once I get it edited, which I hope will be by the end of this week, we are going to let you guys and gals listen to the initial draft of our kind of experimental audiobook for Conflict, which is a short book. It'll be about an hour's worth of fun listening, I hope, and hope you enjoy it. And we welcome your comments, because we are looking for some feedback on it. And we do ask them polls. We do have our polls on that page, where we have asked the paying members opinions on things, and it was quite useful. It really was, and I appreciate everyone that took the time to comment. And we had a version of it up on my Facebook page and on Rising Tide Publications on Facebook. But also these guys, are getting little perks that y'all will never see. They're also getting to see the first draft. Actually, it's the first time probably 45 years, I have written a novel. No, actually, this is the first time I've written a novel with no outline. And it's coming together pretty well. I put it aside because I've got a couple of smaller projects I need to get done because they're for other people. But once I get back to it, you'll get to see the adventures of Terror. So you'll enjoy it. Anyway, Cindy Kemp says, I'm working on the Kickstarter campaign for Animal Eye #1, working through a class to get there from here. I've gotten to the point where I need to figure out reward levels. Did you know that Kickstarter allows up to a $10,000 pledge? I didn't know they had a limit on it. That's news to me. I for some reason I'm glad to see it. I give you $1 million. One good Friday night out at the pub, and suddenly you're pledging. I'll sponsor that left-handed backwasher for $1 million. Charge my card. So that's interesting to know. Yeah. And that's Cindy. Contact Lisa Malone from last week, because that's her specialty, is helping put together Kickstarter campaigns. She's a smart lady, just like you, and I would have you and tell her I sent you. All right, that's Lisa Malone, Melone. All right. Because when I do my Kickstarter eventually, I'm hoping to get one done this year. I'm going to be contacting her about that. And Johnny Pica, this is probably TMI, but I discovered at 1 a.m. that Xarelto and salami do not mix. John, you would do that in a group of creatives, okay? You sadistic you. Because we always, it's like, don't tell me disasters are occurring because I'm extrapolating what could be going wrong, which is why I'm edgy about this week, which is why we're going to make sure we're on the upbeat here, okay, here at the Rising Tide Network. But anyway, it's like, now I'm imagining you at 1 a.m. with your, no, never mind. Anyway, Cindy Kemp says, how does a snowman get around? He rides an icicle. Oh my God, that's awesome. I love it. And Joe Dog McKeel says, I want you to do better. Dang, we are both in trouble then. Or I make you want to do better. Dang, we're in trouble then. You inspire me to do better. We've got a synergy going, Joe Dog. You and me, we got this synergy going where we push each other up, which is rising tide to the ultimate degree, inspiring each other. It's like, I keep telling you, and I'm, all joking aside, I see all the stuff you guys and gals are doing. Michaela with her brand new books, and she's going to be releasing another one in, by March. And, Cindy is working on her first graphic novel and doing so incredibly well. So much so that I told her after her second draft, you don't need to involve me anymore as far as editing. You've got this. Just one more edit and you've got this. And she has run with it. She really has. Also, like John, he does so much great work. Jake and Carl and Carly and Trevor and, Eric. Yeah, even Eric. I love you, Eric. And Brian and Jeremy and all my friends here at the Rising Tide. You all make me want to put my best foot forward. You really do. You lead by example. And, you see so many people who remind me of a passage of a Harry Chapin song called Sniper. And it switches point of view. It's loosely based on the Texas library shooting, Charles Starkweather. And in it, there is a part where parts of it are from the sniper's point of view, where he sings about the emptiness of his life, where he wants to be heard. And the only way he figures he can do it is through destruction. You do it because you create. You take the elements of imagination and make them into something amazing and unique. And that keeps me going. You have no idea how much. It really does. Brian Robin says, this week, the Dingoes begin recording once more. You can't threaten us like that. Be on the lookout next week for the season premiere of the Dastardly Dingoes podcast, Season 3. Catch up on Season 2 after this wonderful program. Oh, thank you, Brian Rodman. Seriously. Dastardly Dingoes is an amazing podcast. It is a wonderful show. As much fun to watch as it is to be on. And I had a blast both times I was on. And I'm looking forward to being back again. And we're going to have the Dingoes back on our clever title pending too. We're going to recycle a lot of our old guests because we had so much fun having them. So, and there's always new stuff to learn. Plus, these guys are expanding their broadcast network too. Proud of you. And don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, Cindy Kemp. I appreciate that. And if you want to tip your host, you can support us through patreon.com/Brian K. Morris, or if you want to do a one-time payment, paypal.me/Rising Tide, capital B, capital K, capital M. If you do that, any amount is gratefully and privately acknowledged. And every dollar that we get through our tip jar goes into maintaining our shows, or to improving the look of them. For instance, we bought a little piece of equipment that I've got to sync up to this computer later. Also, it paid for some very necessary computer repairs, we're glad to say. It doesn't go into buying me comics. It doesn't buy me lunch. it goes into making your experience here a lot more fun. So anyway, thank you, Cindy Cap, and definitely paypal.me/risingtidebcam, or support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And don't forget our monthly newsletter at http://bit.ly/RSNGTD01. You can sign up there yourself, or if you have Facebook Messenger, send me your email address and I will sign you up myself. Next issue goes out February 1st at 5 p.m. Sign up before that day and you'll get secret links, motivation, education, and inspiration, and all kinds of interesting stuff. I think you'll enjoy it. Plus, you'll get a video that regular folk won't get to see. It is unique only to the newsletter. And hashtag bring cookie home. Thank you, Cindy Kip. Appreciate it. And Cindy asked John B. Pico, where do you get these jokes? I know she's a fount of the amusement. And Carl Wisman, glad that Willow made it to work safely. Hope she's not wearing the syrup yet. And if she does, Carl, I want a picture of it. Will Schuyler says, we'll have to start work soon. I do hope you all have a great day. Congrats on the launch of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Looking forward to chatting with you folks about it soon. Talk later. Oh, thank you so much, Willow. And thank you for promoting our humble efforts here at the network, and your work and that of Garrett's and everyone at the Hanging with Web service, web show rather, network, kind of give us a blueprint of where to rise. And thank you very much, Willow. We love you. We really do. And hearts to Willow Schuyler. Rosemary Rose, I fully agree. Love to her. Love to the Hanging with Web Show Network. Love to you, by the way. You are awesome, too. And Joe Dog McKeel, not too many people know this. Many of my posts are entirely meant as humor. For those who do understand, thank you. To those who don't, I am sorry. You are an idiot. Anyway. Oh, and for more warmth from Joe Dog McKeel, tune into that kind of reminds me. Do you ever watch Team Skeptic on YouTube? I love it because they have like flat earthers and Karens and sovereign citizens and First Amendment frauditors, and he'll go through and interrupt the. They'll say something stupid. He'll interrupt with the. Playing Snopes.com, where he corrects their science or their idiocy, and then he announces, you know why you think that way? Because you're a idiot. And then they keep account of how many times he calls them an idiot. It's a good channel. I'm learning a lot from it, actually, too. And Brian Rahman asks, do you need something ridiculous and fun in your life? Of course you do. Head on over to brianrahman.com and sign up for my newsletter. It's a good one, too. And updates on the upcoming Kickstarter campaign for Memoirs number 7, Memoirs of an Angel number 7, starting next month. And our spring release of The Nebulizer, about a chronic asthmatic and his feisty AI-controlled nebulizer suit as they fight through a post-apocalyptic world filled with allergen mutants. It's Bubble Boy meets Mad Max. You won't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this. Brian, I am so excited by that. And Brian, we probably need to talk about having you back on maybe a solo show to talk about the nebulizer, don't you think? Of course you do. I am answering for you. And Carl Witzman says, that's what I say too, Joe Dog. It's called The Jokes. I agree with you. And let's see, Cindy Cap says, I get the jokes by going to Google and looking up clean, subject, jokes. Right now it's clean winter jokes. And that's the thing. Unlike me, Cindy Cap doesn't need to get dirty to be funny. I, on the other hand, have to get absolutely filthy to be halfway amusing. But Cindy Cap does it effortlessly. You are so awesome. And I found out I look like Woody Harrelson from Zombieland. Jake, is that a compliment? What? And Cindy Cap asked, what vegetable was forbidden on the ships of Arctic explorers? Leeks. That makes perfect sense. And comments are slowing down. Is it too early to say feed Cookie, don't die? No, we still got 12 minutes yet, Carl, but thank you. And hashtag bring Cookie home. That you can say anytime. That's my number one goal. And yes, it's a bank holiday. I'll be writing some more on Animal Line number 2 this afternoon. Yes. All right, Cindy. I love it. I love seeing that. And Non-Con 6 is going to be so much fun. It's going to be awesome. Jake, I'm already looking forward to it. I will be there. John Pica, did you get your table? Are you going to get a table at NonCon 6? NonCon 6 is in South, and I'm blanking out on the name. My notes for it are in the other room. But no, it's a wonderful, wonderful convention. They've got a page on Facebook, and admission is free. It's a paranormal convention, and there's some paranormality to be found. Amy Hale? Amy had some experiences that weekend that I felt it incumbent upon me to help make sure the spirits stayed where they were. Yes, that's one thing you have to be, for those of you who go to paranormal shows, you must make sure that if any spirits are there, do not allow them to follow you home. They will attach themselves to people. And I learned from Kadrolsha Ona Carol, the real life queen of the paranormal.com, how to counter that. And Amy and I had to do it because she was getting some activity. And we are visited by the one, the only Garrett William Palmington Murray. Garrett, it is always a pleasure to have you here, sir. Hello, Brian, at the Hanging with Web Show TV, Web TV. We are excited today, and we can tell. On YouTube, we are approaching 1 million views. Holy cow. Can the Rising Tide team help push us over the top? We love you guys. Thanks. Hey, Garrett, we're willing to have some of your cast-offs. I'd like to have 1 million views on something. I would love to be as successful at this as you are, but you work hard at it, brother. I'm seriously in awe. It's not jealousy, it is admiration. Garrett has put together a great team to push forward his broadcasting channel, just as I'm building mine. And Garrett, I'm proud. Folks, please check out the Hanging with Web Show Network. There's plenty of room at the top, people, and we're clawing to get there. We're clawing our way towards the middle, actually. But anyway, please check out the Hanging with Web Show Network on YouTube. Please check out the shows and give them 1 million likes. That is awesome, man. I am proud of you, Garrett, and I'm proud. And thank you for allowing Willow to promote our shows, our family of shows too, Garrett. I think it's a wonderful cooperative venture, and thank you so much for your graciousness. Seriously, look forward to doing stuff with you. And anyway, there is that link there. Please check it out and subscribe, like, and share, will you please? All right. And I believe you told us this the other day, Jake, of he asked the girl if he could take her on a date, and she agreed finally. Way to wear her down. And Joe Dog, he's got it timed. He said, it's that time, don't die, feed Cookie. It's on the agenda. We are on our way, Joe Dog. We are only 10 minutes behind. We're caught up today. We did pretty good today. And have a blessed day, my friend. Much love to you and Cookie. Back to you. Hope your dad is doing well. We'd love to have an update next time we're on the show here. And hope you are doing well, my friend. We will be talking to you later on, I promise. And back in the see, Cindy Cap says, why didn't Guns N' Roses turn up for the gig when it was snowing? Axel froze. Hey, he didn't let a broken leg stop him from touring with AC/DC, my man. Hey, I found out Lafayette here, Axl Rose and one of the other members of Guns N' Roses are natives of Lafayette, Indiana. We won't talk about what they think. Anyway, we're glad to see everyone here. And let's see. Another comment up. And check out the Rising Tide Network. We're going to start putting links to that Facebook page. Thank you, Cindy. Check us out. Also check out Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Network, or Rising Tide Publishing on YouTube. I'll get that down eventually. And we got other stuff coming. I think you're going to dig it. Russell Allen, ZenonNITitan.com. Check it out. Good morning, Nevermorians. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hope you are too, Russell. Hope you're feeling well today. And Russell's going to be on Clever Tile Pending, coming back soon. And before I go, says Jake, Gospel Illusionist Jake, I saw a YouTube video where people hired a SWAT team to play hide and seek with them, K9 unit, and it was insane. Wow, that does sound cool. And speaking of cool, there's the Skunk Rocker. Well, I'm about to drive into an area where I'll have absolutely no signal for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Don't die, feed Cookie. Thank you, Skunk. Love you, man. And much love to y'all, and take care. Much love back at you, Skunk. Check out Skunk Rocker, occasional guests on he's a co-star of Stupid O'Clock Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. respectively Eastern Time. And occasionally I think he shows up on the Armchair Rocket Scientists show at infrequent times. And checks in at lunchtime at the Doghouse at 12:05 on Tuesdays and Thursdays Eastern. Please check out all those shows on the great that Joe Dog McKeel puts out, and part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Skunk Rocker, have a great Monday. Looking forward to talking to you again. And how do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for fresh prints. I love it. I love it. And Carl Wisman says, good luck with the rest of the day, Skunk Rocker. We got to echo what Carl says, definitely. And later, Skunk says, Carly. And sorry for the slowdown in comments. I am plotting with Luke Stone and doing stints on the treadmill. Well, good for you, Nick Tucker. I hope you're getting to feeling better, sir. And yes, I will be back at Non-Con, says Amy Hale from YouTube. And it's in Middletown, Ohio. Yes, we had some crazy stuff happening. Yes, we did. And we had fun after hours too. We, that's the thing about the Rising Tide. We don't hit the bars. We go to the restaurants. We really do. And Garrett William Pomington Murray says, thank you so much. We love you guys. We're glad we get to share your stuff. It's a privilege. Dude, the privilege is ours. Thank you for having us along on your journey, my man. And let's see what we can do to help each other. Okay. I'll do what I can to help you with what little gravitases I have, but my friends have a lot. So anyway, Garrett William, Pomington Murray, thank you, brother. Hope you have a great Monday, and much love to you and Sage. And I may be the Mighty Manatee Man, reveals Nick Tucker, but master of marketing, but I didn't get this way on porpoise. I don't know. That story sounds fishy to me. Jake Gospel Lition says, that was a different girl last week. You stud, you. All right. And you are so caught up with the chat today, man. You are killing it. Yeah, I think some people are slowing down, Karen, is what it is. I take it kind of lose steam after about 11:45, so I take advantage of it. Carlene says, natives of Lafayette explains a lot. Hey, well, I'm not a native of Lafayette, but I've certainly clutched it to my throbbing bosom, so. And then Christian died. And Brian Robin says, thanks for yet another amazing start to the week, my friend. Thank you for being a part of that experience, my brother. And so thankful for all you do. Cindy, thanks for the shout outs and amazing jokes. Remember, folks, don't wait for this week to be yours. Make it so. BrianRodman.com. Check out what this man does. He is crazy talented. He is crazy, but in that great sort of way that makes us a better world. Thank you, brother. Hope you have a great one. Much love to you and your missus. And what is the favorite Mexican food of Snowman? Burritos. And now I've got little big, going through my mind, taco, eat burrito. It's a great video. And hashtag feed cookie, hashtag bring cookie home, hashtag laugh like a supervillain. Says Brian Rodman. And check out Memoirs of an Angel at BrianRodman.com. And now I'm out. Much love to you guys. Gospel Jake, much love to you, brother. Hope you have a great Monday, and thanks for hosting the adventure. Great fun had by all. Cindy, as long as you had fun, then the morning's been worth it. You have a great day. Enjoy your day off, and y'all sign up for Rising Tide's newsletter. Yay, what she said. Sign up for that newsletter at this address here, http // bit.ly/ then capital R, lowercase SNG, capital T, lowercase D01. Or if you're on Facebook Messenger, send me your email address, and I promise we do not trade, sell, barter, anyway, share your contact information. You will get no spam because of us, but you will get a really cool newsletter. It has a unique video, special secret links that I make sure you know where they're at. Links to all of our endeavors, and we give shout outs to our friends too, and you'll also get to find out where we're going to be for the next few months as soon as we find out, right? And thank you very much, Cindy. I love you. I hope you have a great day. And Andy Watson Duda says, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. That is great advice. Angie, love you. Not as much as Grant maybe, but I just met you, and I think it's unseemly that I do. But anyway, you are awesome, Angie. Thank you for being here, and thank you for putting up with all the uncomfortable conversations that ensue on here. And now you know why Grant doesn't get anything done for 2 hours a day. But we hope you come back, and hope Grant's listening. Grant, we love you too, brother. Hope you have a great day, both of you, all right? And Exit G Studio, enjoy the day, Brian. Thanks for making my work day brighter. Brother, your presence makes mine bright too. I'm going to get out of here. Feed cookie, and then I'm going to hit the typewriter and do some creating because this world needs us both, brother. All right. And I'm looking forward to being with you on the 30th for that great interview show of yours. And Cindy Cap asks, why, what did the snowman order at Wendy's? A Frosty. Oh my God, would that be cannibalism? Oh dear God. Anyway, thank you, Cindy. Amy Hale says, have a great day, everyone. Mwah. Amy, you do the same. Love you, hon. Hope you have a great one. And and Carlene says, another great show later, everyone. Thank you, Carly, for helping make it so. Love your humor. Love your presence. Oh, you are my favorite redhead since Lucy Ball. And I hope you have a great day. You and Carl both, okay? And Grant Lankard says, oh, believe me, I'm listening. Yeah, I bet you are. Going, oh my God, my wife now knows what my friends were like. I'm in so much trouble. Have a great day, Grant. Thank you very much. MonarchPublishing.net. Sign up for that amazing newsletter, too. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for bringing Angie around. She's a delight. Now I know why you love her. How could you not? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for being here. And we are going to do our best to shovel food down the throat of our woman here. Shut up, Christian. Anyway, let me tell you what we're going to be up to this week. Like I said, I'll be typing the rest of the day and trying to make things happen. Tomorrow is a busy day for the Rising Tide publication, the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Starting at 10 a.m., TED Talks. Ted Davies Artistry is Ted Davies is going to have a discussion on how to make 2021 your bitch. You definitely need to hang around for that one because we got a pretty sucky year last year and we got to make up ground. And Ted's going to tell you how to do it in a positive way. And then at 12:05, lunchtime at the Doghouse with not Joe D. McPhee. He's got his own channel with Joe McKeel of Stupid O'Clock. It's going to be a great noontime conversation to get you through your lunch a little more pleasantly. Then at 6 p.m., Christian Basil hosts The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on the Hanging with Web Show Network and on YouTube, on Facebook, and also with Wizard World. We're very proud of the boy. And then he's going to be on Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time with me and your fantastic questions. So if you want to learn how to get 50,000 people on your Facebook business page, you start thinking of some questions. This man's got some advice. I've been following some of it, but I've been turning it more towards YouTube than Facebook, and it works. But anyway, Wednesday morning, we'll be back with Nevermind the Furthermore on at 10 o'clock that morning. And then at 9 p.m. that night, if you go to Blog Talk Radio, I will be on the Star Chamber podcast with the great Bobby Nash, BobbyNash.com. Please check it out. And then on Thursday at 9 p.m., Stupid O'Clock will be running. 12:05 will be Joe Dog McKeel owning Thursday now. At 12:05, he'll have another edition of Lunchtime at the Doghouse. And then at 9 p.m. that night, he will host Stupid O'Clock with the Skunk Rocker, Dan, John, and a whole bunch of other wonderful people. Check out that great after-hours convention conversation that we all enjoy. You never know where it's going to start, and you sure as hell don't know where it's going to end up. So anyway, please check out that show. It's always entertaining. Friday, another Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 a.m., and then Saturday, 11 p.m., another edition of Stupid O'Clock with Joe McKeel. Joe Dog will be hosting that as always, and it'll be a fun show. Also, you never know when Armchair Rocket Science will happen, so please check that out and subscribe to Joe Dog's channel. Also, Ted Davies Artistry, Amy Hale's pages, as well as my author, Amy Hale. And I'm really excited with stuff that's coming up. You know, success is a journey. And I'm so glad you guys and gals are with me on mine and so have helped me so much. And I hope to be able to return the favor tenfold this year. But we're going to start. And this week, let's create some extra stuff so we have more when this all opens up and hopefully the sun shines a little brighter. We're ready. We got stuff. We got stuff to improve people's lives through art and creativity. So everyone, don't stop what you're doing, seriously. And if you can help someone in their journey, do so. You'll be rewarded for it because that's what the Rising Tide does. And Cameron Christopher Payne, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for being on Randy Zimmerman's show, the Sunday Funnies yesterday. It was good to see you there, sir. And Joe Dog McKeel. Next Armchair Rocket Science is tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. Oh, excellent. And that's a fun show because you do a super show I'm hooked on that thing. And especially after the last two Last two shots of the reusable rocket. Oh my God! It took me an hour to unclench after watching that thing. It was a nail biter for sure. But anyway, please take this time today and be nice to somebody. Give them a smile, give them a thumbs up, like their video or something. In fact, I can give you some suggestions on that. But first, we got to mention Plasma Fire Graphics. Thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. As always, check out the trailers they do at the tail end of the show. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, it matters to your customers. So if you want to get top 4 publisher work at indie author prices, contact Jeffrey Hayes and see what he can do for you. Book covers, book trailers, advertising, graphics. He does it all, and he does it all amazing. And there he is, as if summoned. Make it a great week. Cheers, Jeff Hayes. So glad to see you here. Check out plasmafiregraphics.com, and thank you for all you do for the show, Jeff. Talk to you soon, I hope. Anyway, thank you all for watching Nevermind the Furthermore for January 18th, 2021. Hope you're looking forward to having a fantastic day and enjoy your lunch, I gotta say, or your dinner whenever you're watching us. Whether you're watching us on Fresh and have interacted with us, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like the video wherever you're watching it. Smash that thumbs up if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook and watching this through the Rising Tide Publications page, please give the page a like or a follow. We've got 2,200 subscribers. We'd love to have more of you wonderful people on there. We have fresh content on there constantly. And also on YouTube, we have the Rising Tide Publications page, Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications, where we have house all of our broadcasts. We have playlists for past editions of Nevermind the Furthermore and Clever Title Pending. Please check out last week's Clever Title Pending with Kara Nicole and Lisa Malone. And this week we will have the one and only Christian Basil, the legend of the traveling TARDIS. Looking forward to the conversation with Christian. That'll be fun, and we welcome your questions as well. Also, please sign up for our newsletter at risingtide.pub. We promise we will not give away, sell, trade, or spindle, fold, or mutilate your contact information. So it stays with us and no spam for you because of us. Also, sign up for that newsletter because you get all kinds of great videos, unique videos to that newsletter, as well as information and all kinds of stuff. Please check it out. And it's free to sign up. You don't have to pay to do it. And we come out with a new edition every first of the month. So check your email box. And I think we're going to line up getting out of the way here. And as always, folks, thank you for being here. This is going to be an interesting week. I have a premonition. So let's make it also a good one. Let's take care of each other and get each other through this. We will get through it together. That's the Rising Tide way. And hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Monday. We will see you tomorrow night on Clever Title Pending. And check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We got all kinds of great shows that you are sure to enjoy. So as always, folks, I'm Brian K. Morris, your host. Thank you for being here, whether it's live or on the reruns. And as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome, because you mean the world to me, folks. Everyone, have a great Monday. We'll see you next time on Clever Title Pending and on Wednesday on Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a great day.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at geekinsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends, because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Reels and Heels is a podcast that discusses movies, television, wrestling, and more. With a rotating guest list of friends and filmmakers alike, Reels and Heels salutes the creative arts of all kinds. Join Brian Wenzeloff and Nicole Jobin live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Reels and Heels.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
Go thee to thy rest, O Shades. Thou hast served well in life. Now take thy reward.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com. From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.